So, yung report ko is all about DMADV Project Methodology Designed for Six Sigma. So, yung DMADV is a Six Sigma framework that is focuses primarily on the development of a new service, product, or process as opposed to improving a previously existing one. So, yung mga process under DMADV is yung define, measure, analyze, design, and verify. So, yung mga process na to is nakakatulong siya ng malaki sa pag-implement ng bagong strategies and initiatives kasi nga sa characteristic nito na merong basis in data, early identification of success, and through analysis din. So, isa-isahin natin yung DMADV. So, first is yung define. Design goals that are consistent with customer needs and wants, and verify that these are aligned with the organization's strategy. So, yung sa define, ang ating goal dito is malaman kung ano nga ba yung gusto ng customers, ano nga ba yung mali sa existing na product or process. And then, sa process ng define din, tinitignan natin yung mga risk na pwedeng idulot ng project na ating isinasagawa or isasagawa. Para sa ganun is, mas maging maingat tayo and maagapan din agad kung magkaroon man ng problema para magkaroon tayo ng mas magandang resulta. So, yung next is yung measure and identify those characteristics that are critical to quality for the customer, measure product of performance capabilities, measure product process capability, and identify and measure risk. So, yung dito, we are measuring the product, kung ano nga ba yung capabilities, components, yung quality and design ng product na ilalabas para sa satisfaction ng isang customers. Important yung pag-assess ng product para masigurado natin yung quality ng produkto and of course yung service at para ma-improve yung produkto para sa satisfaction ng customers. So, next is yung analyze. Available information to develop and design alternatives. So, yung dito sa analyze, tapos na tayo sa pag-measure sa existing product. So, sa analyze, dito na tayo magde-develop ng mga alternatives, design, and pipiliin yung pinaka-best design alternative para sa existing product design na siyang i-improve. So, yung sa analyze, dito nagsasagawa and nag-iisip ng design alternatives para ma-improve yung products and ma-meet yung goal ng company or supplier. So, yung next is yung design. An improved alternative to the existing product or process that is most appropriate given the analysis performed by optimizing the design, plan for design, verification, and run simulations if possible. So, yung sa stage na to, after nung analyze, which is pag nakapili na ng best na design for the existing product or new product, dito nasusuriin ng mabuti yung proposal na design and of course, dadaan din to sa mga test para masigurado yung effectiveness ng bagong design. So, yung last is yung verify that the design meets customer and business requirements, set up pilot runs, implement the production process, and transition the process or product to process owners. So, yung last is yung verify. So, dito, ipropose yung product sa mga stakeholders and ilalabas ito for pilot runs. And i-verify din kung na-meet ba ng product na yun yung requirements para patuloy na tong i-release. Then, Yung key objective of Six Sigma lang is yung minimizing variability. So, variability refers sa degree to which yung results is differ from what was expected. So, it has to do with how much results can vary or change. This is generally not a desirable outcome for a process since yung predictability and consistency daw yung ng result yung mas better. In fact, identifying and communicating variability is the key concept driving the formulation of internal audit findings. So, yung difference between the performance criteria of a program or process and the condition the auditors identified through audit techniques while performing a review. Hence, yung goal ng Six Sigma and yung goal ng internal auditors to report deviations from the expected practice is parehas daw. Then, yung consultative level, yung internal auditors is tasked with identifying opportunities para i-improve yung business processes. And then, yung Six Sigma daw, yung makakatulong sa internal auditors. So, yun nga, yung sa steps ng DMA-DV, yun, isinasagawa lang to kung yung isang existing product or yung process is kailangan ng further development or improvement. Kung yung isang bagay is kailangan mamit ang standards ng Six Sigma level or yung customer specification. So, yung dito kasi, yung sa unang diniscuss, which is yung DMAIC methodology, is ginagamit siya for existing processes. So, dito naman, sa DMA-DV is ginagamit siya sa pag-build ng new or highly modified process or product. So, let's move on naman sa ISO 900 and ISO 31000. So, yung dito, yung ISO 9000 is a quality management standard that presents guidelines intended to increase business efficiency and customer satisfaction. The goal of ISO 900 is embed a quality management system within an organization, increasing productivity, reducing unnecessary cost, and ensuring quality of processes and product. So, yung ISO or International Organization for Standardization is an independent, non-governmental international organization that develops standards para ma-ensure yung quality, safety, and efficiency ng products, services, at saka yung systems. So, yung ISO 900 naman, ito yung quality management standard na kung saan nagpapakita lang ng guidelines para sa effectiveness at efficiency ng isang business and satisfaction din ng customers. While yung ISO 31000, ito naman yung risk management na kung saan nagpapakita ng guidelines kung paano i-manage yung risk at sa pamamagitan din nito is makahandle yung mga risk ng maayos and maagapan ito para sa pag-achieve ng goals and objectives ng company. So, yung standards in ISO 900 family includes, so yung ISO 9001:2015 sets the requirements of a quality management system. Then yung ISO 9000:2015 addresses the fundamental concepts and language. Then yung ISO 9004:2009 focuses on how to make a quality management system more efficient and effective. Then yung ISO 1/2011 provides guidance on internal and external audits of quality management system. So, yung sa report ko is yung ISO 9001:2015 establishes the criteria for a quality management system, and it can be used by any organization regardless of its size or field of activity. So, yung ISO 2015 is guideline lang siya para sa mas mabuting quality management system na magagamit ng lahat. So, yun. Next is yung ISO 7 Quality Management Principles. So first, quality management principles are set of fundamental beliefs, norms, rules, and values that are accepted as true and can be used as a basis for quality management. So yung ISO standards use these rules or principles as a foundation daw to lead an organization to improvement of their processes. So, yun. Ito yung 7 quality management principles. First is yung customer focused. Second is yung leadership. Third is yung engagement of people. Fourth is yung process approach. Fifth is yung improvement. Sixth, evidence-based decision making. And yung last is yung relationship management. So, punta tayo sa customer focus. The primary objective of any organizational activity should be meet or exceed customer requirements and expectations. Organizations exist because of their customers, so they must identify, attract, retain, and please their customers. Organizations that understand this achieve higher levels of customer satisfaction, loyalty, repeat business, increased sales, and bigger market share. So, yung sa customer focus, from the word itself, na customer dapat pagtuunan ng pansin yung customers. And priority yung kanilang satisfaction para tangkilikin nila and maging happy sila sa product or services na kanilang binibili. Kumbaga satisfied sila sa product. And kung sila ay satisfied and maganda yung mga feedbacks nila, it will result as a win-win situation para sa customers and also sa business. So, yung other ISO quality management principle is i-discuss ni Blessy Jane Viernes.